Hello, and welcome to the podcast for the Metaphysical Network for Conscious Living. My name is Lorraine Jensen, and I'm your host. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing and speaking with Koren Bear. Welcome, Koren.
Hi, Lorraine. Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming. Today, the topic is Heal and Thrive, how energy healing can transform your life. And Koren will be speaking at the Unitarian Fellowship Hall at 595 Townsite Road in Nanaimo on November the 7th. We begin at 7 p.m. and we ask that you bring a $15 cash donation. So let me tell you a little bit about the network before we carry on. The Metaphysical Network for Conscious Living helps people seeking community, connection, and spiritual development to feel inspired and empowered by providing enlightening experiences through seminars, workshops, podcasts, fairs, and conferences. Now, about Koren. Koren Bear is a gifted energy healer based right here on Vancouver Island. She's known for her incredible ability to rejuvenate and uplift the mind, body, and spirit. Specializing in powerful modalities like emotion code, body code, belief code, and bioenergy healing, Koren works with your energy body to release deep-seated blockages and pave the way for true health and happiness. Whether you're seeking emotional freedom, physical healing, or spiritual clarity, Koren's transformative sessions are designed to help you unlock your full potential and embrace a vibrant, fulfilling life. It's going to be another great session on November the 7th. So let's jump right in there, Koren, and let me ask you a few questions. How is the upcoming session going to be transformative?
Well, it's going to be transformative because I'm going to teach you how your energetic field and how your emotions how they impact you. And if you are feeling these emotions, and that you are going to affect your health at some point. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. So we're going to have a really in-depth discussion about basically how your feelings, how your environment, how those things all impact your life. And a lot of times, a lot of the things are subconscious, and they are from your childhood. And you may not have any, you might not have any memory of anything that impacted you, and you're just going through life, and you may not even know that something is holding you back. So you're going to find out how you can unlock that so you can go and have the life that you always wanted.
Well, I think that's game-changing right there. Right there. So, you specialize in powerful modalities like the emotion code, body code, belief code. What are those things? Let's start with, what is an emotional code? What is the emotion code?
There are techniques developed by a gentleman in the United States. I'm not going to get into it too much.
No. We don't want you to.
But they basically the emotion code is based on or is about trapped emotions. The premise that we all store trapped emotions for a multitude of reasons. And the body code will get into your system. So your skeletal system, muscular system, your energetic body, toxins, nutritional deficiencies. And the belief code will gets into those core beliefs that you formed as a child. I think most people know that your personality is formed before the age of 7. So the belief code gets into what beliefs you might have taken on as a child and how it's impacting your present life.
So a code then is how you're currently running your life.
Yeah.
Unconsciously.
Unconsciously, yes.
Okay, I understand. So the idea then is to identify some of these codes emotionally and physically. Is that
That's correct. Yes.
okay? Okay. That again, it's game changing. That is game changing stuff. You must have some really great testimonials that you may share that evening, or some stories of helping people
Yeah. Yeah.
identify.
I work with people and I work with animals.
Ah, so tell me more about working with animals.
Well, they're a lot easier than working with people.
I guess they would be. I guess they would be. So if my dog barks all the time, and she does, um, and she was attacked when she was a puppy in an elevator, is that
Mhm.
something that you can change?
Yeah, well, certainly we can work on it. I mean, it may be an easy fix. A lot of times when I work with a person or an animal, I mean, you didn't get that way overnight. So,
Right,
but if it was a one time incident, it might be as easy as one session. Whereas, some clients would need more than one session because there's a lot of stuff that could be unpacked or needing to be unpacked.
right. Wow, that's interesting. And how long have you been doing this?
I started the emotion code in 2019, and I've sort of been building my portfolio since then.
And you're loving it?
I do love it. I like helping people succeed and get over obstacles. I think we're all on our own journey, and a lot of people will take self-development courses, and that's great. I can honestly say that some of the self-development courses have helped me tremendously. But then there's a lot of things that you don't know are stopping you. There could
Yeah,
be generational things
yeah,
that that didn't even happen in this lifetime. So
yes.
you don't even know that they're impacting you, but you might have a sense that something's not right in your life, or you can't reach that goal and you don't know why. So this
Right.
this will help unlock those reasons. And yeah, it's just a really amazing. They're all amazing modalities.
I love it. I love it. And I believe that this is becoming more and more, there's becoming more and more awareness that this is happens to a lot of us than there was in the past. Is that fair?
What would you say? What do you mean by that?
I mean that people are becoming aware that it might not be because my mother beat me on with a stick one day. It could be that it's 3 or 4 lifetimes ago. I've been carrying it all this time, and I've been carrying it so well that it just shows up naturally.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Okay. So will you talk a little more about how to um, release these deep-seated blockages? Will you talk about that?
Yes, I will. And I will also talk about how we vibrate as how we show up in the world, how we vibrate in the world, like what our, the energy that we're putting out is creating our reality every single day. So if you're walking around with a rain cloud over your head and you're, a Debbie Downer, you are creating your future. And so I wanted to get into that a bit as well.
So if I'm walking around like a Debbie Downer, I'm going to create and see more Debbie Downer.
Well, there's a reason why you're walking around as a Debbie Downer. So let's address those things. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. And at the same time, right? If I change my mind, I change my life. And
that's right.
sometimes it's hard to
That's right.
change my mind when my whole life has been thinking one way.
That's correct. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So is there anything else that you want to tell us? Like, I don't want to create any spoiler alerts, but if there's anything you want to share with us between now and then, is there anything you want us to know that you'll be talking about in particular?
Um,
I put you on the
well,
spot.
You put me on the spot. Yeah. Well, I mean, I always like to say I'm my own best customer. Whenever there's any kind of ailment or having a bad day, I will do a healing on myself. And I did make a video about it a few days ago, and I woke up in the middle of the night with some joint pain, severe, like the joints in my hand were really, really sore, and I was in so much pain. And you go to, okay, this has got to be arthritis, and some people would accept that, oh, that's just the part of aging, but I don't accept that. I immediately decided to do a healing on myself, and I some stuff came up, and I don't identify with the stuff that came up. I mean, it comes up, and we can identify the age that it happened, or if it was from um, a one of your ancestors, and then you release it, and it's gone from your body, it's gone from your energetic field, and it's not living in you anymore.
Right.
And that will get your energy, your meridians flowing. That honestly, I still to this day do not know how it works. I just know that it works.
I love that. And so you don't have to dwell on the experience itself. You just
No.
identify that there was one and you say, okay, adios.
Yeah. 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 You don't have to relive anything. And then my hands were fine. I haven't experienced pain since then at all.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Wonderful. So, Koren, do you have anything coming up, any upcoming events that you would like to promote?
Well, I do have a special running now. I have 3 30-minute sessions for $150. So if anybody's interested, and I have to say, I can get a lot done in 30 minutes. Yeah, I can get a lot done in 30 minutes. People are always amazed at how fast it actually goes. And the other thing that I'd like to mention is that I am helping to fundraise for a couple Syrian families that are currently in a refugee camp in Lebanon. And my Syrian friends my neighbors asked me to help out. And I said yes. And when you find out that their family members have been living in a refugee camp for over 12 years, it breaks your heart,
Yeah.
because these are innocent people. They don't have citizenship. They don't have a solid roof over their head. They don't have employment. And it's a very dire situation. And so I am doing a Syrian takeout fundraiser. I know this is separate from my energy healing, but it's near
Oh,
and
I
dear
love
to
it.
my heart.
Carry on. Yeah.
And it's on November 16th. And you can find all about it on my Facebook page, Spirit Bear Healing. And it's a dinner for two for $50. There's salad and hummus and a main, and then baklava for dessert. And all the money goes to sponsoring these two siblings and their families. And yeah, I'm hoping to have at least 50 dinners sold, and then we'll just hopefully get them to Canada so they can be with their family in Nanaimo.
That's wonderful. And where will this event take place?
It's in Nanaimo, and all the information is on my Facebook page, and you can pick up the dinner, or you for a small extra donation, we'll deliver the meals to you.
Oh, I see. So it's not a sit-down dinner.
It's not a sit-down dinner, no.
Okay. That helps. Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And that's November the 16th.
That's correct. But we're hoping to have all the orders in by November 10th. So I'm sponsoring the foods. I'm paying for all the food. So we'll know how much food to purchase so we can make those meals.
You're amazing. Thank you. That is amazing. And make sure you plug that on November the 7th when you get to the Unitarian.
Yeah, I will.
Wonderful. Thank you. If you've got any spots left.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you. So if you want to get in touch with Koren for her healings, you can reach her at spiritbearhealing.ca. And Koren, I certainly look forward to being witness to your healing and to what you have to say that evening. I think
Thank
you're a
you.
fascinating
Thank you.
human being, and I love being in your presence. So from me and Koren to all of you, we look forward to seeing you on November the 7th at the Unitarian Fellowship Hall at 7 p.m. Thanks for listening. Good night, Koren.
Good night. Thank you.